Tell me your routine, I will predict your future. Your routines are the outlines of your lives. So you are looking for the perfect daily routine in order for you to fix your life. You don't know what to do in your life. Everything is scattered around. You don't have a schedule. You don't have a program. Your time is all the time. You're a loser. You're not achieving anything. That's all because of your routine. So I mentioned in one of the videos before that in order for you to achieve something specific, you have to follow a specific path that leads you to this destination that you want to get to. And yes, a good routine will fix your life. Because instead of not knowing when to wake up, when to sleep, when to put in the work, when to go to the gym, when to do anything in your day, you will stay in your entire life. So you need a daily routine. So first, before talking about the best daily routine in my opinion, I want to spot the light on the most important things that you have to include in your routine. So first you have to activate your body. Whether it was gym, maybe dancing, maybe walking, running, whatever it was, some sort of activity, you have to activate your body throughout your day. Mind activation. This can be achieved in multiple methods, either by reading, drawing, writing, playing some chess also activates your mind. Whatever it was, you have to include some sort of mind activation throughout your day. Number 3 is productivity. Maybe producing content, writing something. Number 4, which is the most important thing in my opinion, which is sleep. Sleep is the most important thing for your mind to function normally every single day. By the way, if you didn't sleep well for a long period of time, your brain will start eating itself out. Be my guest and read about that. Number 5 is rest. So rest is as important as putting in the work because you don't want to work yourself to the point where you will self-destruct. So why did I say sleep is the most important thing in my opinion in every single daily routine? That's because you have to lay down your sleep schedule first, then the rest of your time will take shape by itself. What I mean by that is you have to sleep and wake up at the same time every single day. This is a magic trick. This is a trump card that you can use. This will boost your energy, creativity. This will improve your body on all aspects. Your skin, your energy level, your testosterone, your muscle recovery. And by the way, this is scientifically proven. The most important times for sleep, which the body benefits the most, is from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So between these 4 hours, you have to already be asleep. You have to be asleep before 10 a.m. and past 2 a.m. And as you all might know, 7 hours of sleep is the average time which your body needs to fully rest and recover properly. Some people sleep 6 hours, some people sleep 8 hours, and some 7 hours. So in my opinion, in my case of routine, which I use every single day, I go to bed at 9 p.m., be asleep at 9:45 p.m. I wake up 8 hours after at 5:45 a.m. every single day. So that's my sleep schedule set. Once you set your sleep schedule, then your time will shape itself. Let's say you sleep from 9:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. So now you know how long your day is gonna be. And from there, you move to the next step, which is programming the tasks and the work that you have to do throughout this time that you got. So as I said before, we have 24 hours in our days. Once we remove 8 hours for sleep, we're gonna end up with 16 hours. Most people have jobs, have universities like me, schools, whatever it was, something to attend to. It usually averages between 5 to 7 hours. So let's take the average time, which is 6 hours, and subtract that from the 16 hours. We're going to end up with 10 hours in our day. From these 10 hours, I want to remove 2 hours for side chores, which are going to the bathroom, eating, transporting, whatever it was, something that takes our time automatically throughout the day. Let's take 2 hours for that. We're going to end up with 8 hours. 4 hours is all you need to be productive and successful. But in one case, you have to do this every single day. Consistency is key. So let's take 4 hours and work on ourselves. We're going to end up with 4 hours left. And these 4 hours, you can do whatever you want in them because rest is as important as putting in the work. You don't want to work yourself to destruction. So let's say you started sleeping at 9:30 p.m. and waking up at 5:30 a.m. every single day. In most cases, people have jobs or universities or schools. It goes from 8 a.m. till 2 or 3 p.m. So that's 7 hours. From the time you wake up until 8 a.m., you have 2.5 hours. Let's immediately subtract the time needed for transportation to get to your school or university. I'm gonna take 30 minutes preparation for transportation. That keeps you with 2 hours. When you first wake up, you're gonna go to the bathroom, you're going to drink water, have breakfast, whatever it was. This also will take 30 minutes out of your time. This will leave you with 1.5 hours before your schedule. So what can you actually do in these 1.5 hours? You definitely can go to the gym and work out in 1.5 hours hours, because you're going to take more time to transport to the gym, and from the gym you're not going to end up with the needed amount of time to work out. Let's cross this out and leave it for later throughout the day. What you can actually do in these 1.5 hours is you can activate your mind. You can do this in many different methods. You can do this either by playing chess, watching educational videos on YouTube, maybe learning something. You can listen to podcasts, you can read, you can write, whatever it was, something that activates your mind, because all of these activities make your mind in sync with the act that you are doing. So in my case, I usually try to read one chapter of whatever book I'm reading. That takes from 30 minutes to 1 hour of my time every single morning. Sometimes I end up with 30 minutes. Sometimes I end up with more than 30 minutes. Whenever I end up with more than 30 minutes, I start journaling. I start writing down my thoughts, my plans for the day, what I want to achieve. I take some time to dress up and prepare for university, because we already subtracted the time needed for transportation. I take around 20 minutes to prepare for everything, change my clothes, prepare my bag, everything I want to do. So now you finished your university schedule, your job schedule at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. You arrived home at, let's say, 3:30 p.m. What should you do after? You can go to the bathroom, have lunch, meal, like 30 minutes, and now it's 4 p.m. After eating, you can go to the gym. The average time of the gym goes from 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So if you went to the gym from 4 p.m., you finish at 6 p.m. You go back, eat for another 30 minutes. So now it's 6:30 p.m. So by this time, you already activated your body, you activated your mind, you went to university, to your job, to whatever. You still have around 2.5 to 3 hours to sleep. You can rest for 30 minutes to 1 hour, then work another 1.5 hours. By the way, there's something really important I want to point out. Maybe some days we will be busy in university or work for extra hours, more than 6 or 7 hours. That will automatically shorten the 8 hours that we have for ourselves, whether it was for resting or working out. In this case, what you should do is you have to prioritize the work, because the 4 hours that are dedicated to resting, you can replace that with sleep. Sleep will give you the rest that you need. So you came home at 6:30 p.m. and you still have around 2.5 hours to 3 hours before bedtime, which is 9 to 9:30 p.m. And there's one task that we still haven't covered throughout the day, which is productivity. So let's say you want to become a content creator, for example. You took some videos in the gym for some exercises, content, whatever it was. You have to take some time to edit these videos, fix them and post them, and produce some sort of creation out of your creativity. Let's take around 1 hour of working on content. Okay, so now the time is 7:30 p.m. You still have 1.5 hours. In this 1.5 hours, you can do whatever you want. You can rest, watch a movie, eat, go out, whatever you want to do before bed. But the most important thing is to be in bed by the scheduled time. So your routine will be super sharp. Your routine will have consistency and dedication in it. So whenever the days are going by, you will find yourself that you're waking up automatically at the same time, sleeping automatically at the same time, doing the things that you are doing in your routine every single day without cracking an effort. So your uncomfortable zone will become your comfort zone. By this, you will start being productive and successful, because if you review how your day is going, you're activating your mind, you're activating your body, you are being productive even for 1 hour, 1.5 hours per day, you are being productive. All of these things will accumulate and you will become productive and successful. So I'm gonna give you an example about my day, about my routine. I've been using for around 4 months now, every single day. And it really skyrocketed my productivity, my creativity, my health. Everything improved in my life now, alhamdulillah. So first, by 9:45 p.m., I be asleep. And I wake up 8 hours after at 5:45 a.m. Once I wake up, I drink some water, I pray. That takes 15 minutes out of my time. So now it's 6 a.m. In most cases, throughout the week, I have university from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. So I still have around 2 hours left before university. So as I said, I try to read one chapter of whatever book I'm reading, and that takes around 1 hour of my time. So I read from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. That leaves me with 1 hour before university. In this 1 hour, I have breakfast for 15 minutes. I prepare myself, my bag, change my clothes, everything I do for another 15 minutes. Now it's 7:30 a.m. Then I go to university. I take usually 25 minutes on the road. I get to university at 8 a.m. Once I finish university at 2 p.m. and come back home by 2:30 p.m. I also pray, I eat, and this also takes around 30 minutes of my time. Now it's around 3 p.m. I usually rest for 30 minutes after eating, and once I finish, I go to the gym immediately. So I be at the gym around 4 p.m. I'm at the gym. My workouts are usually 2 hours per day. I finish gym at 6. I go eat and finish everything at 6:30. I'm at home. I usually study every single day for 1 hour. Even if I don't have homeworks, I study Russian language or watch some educational videos, learn something new. I always use at least 1 hour of my day to learn something new and work on myself. Also, as you know, I like to create YouTube videos now. I also take around 30 minutes of my time to write some notes to the next topic that I want to discuss. So this saves me a lot of time. I just brainstorm, I write all of my notes. So now it's 8 p.m. after studying for 1 hour and writing my notes for 30 minutes. I still have 1 hour and a half in order for me to sleep at 9:30. So I eat again and I take this time to do whatever I want. In my case, I watch some anime or YouTube videos and scroll on my phone, whatever it was. I just rest, and by 9 p.m. I'm preparing for bed. I turn off all the lights, go to bed, I shut down my phone, close my eyes and I try to sleep. And I do this every single day. And on the days that I don't have university, my routine changes a little bit. But keep in mind that my sleep schedule stays the same whatever happens. So in the days I don't have university, I try to activate my body as early as I can. So the gym opens at 7 a.m. and I try to be at the gym at 7 a.m. straight. So I finish workout at around 9 a.m. I go and eat. I come back home at 9:30. And just like that, I activated my body and removed the biggest task from my day super early in the morning. So now my entire time that's left, I can do whatever I want. When I come back home at 9:30, I usually read for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. So it's now 11 a.m. I also rest for like 1 hour and then I take my rest of time to be productive. Either take notes for my next topic for like 30 minutes to 1 hour. Either shoot YouTube videos. In my off days takes also around 2 hours, 3 hours of shooting. And I always make sure to be in bed at 9 p.m. If sometimes I didn't have enough time to rest, as I said earlier in the video, my priority is putting in the work. So I sacrifice my rest time because sleep is going to give me all of the rest that my body and mind needs. Small habits repeated daily create a life that you are proud to live. You know, the person who likes walking will always walk further than the person who likes the destination. If you were productive one day of your life and then the rest of the week you were lazy, wasted your entire time, so this one productive day will not actually change anything in your life. So what's important is to actually put in the work, even if it was small steps, because small steps will always take you further than the person that just takes one big leap and stops. So simplify everything. It's really easy and simple. Don't complicate things in your mind. All you need is to tidy up your brain, program everything, make a really simple routine, and that's it. You're going to live a proud life. You're going to actually become productive and successful because I told you small steps will accumulate. And you know, a great routine isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's important every single day. And the things that are important are much simpler than what you complicate in your mind. The things that are important are that you have to activate your mind, you have to activate your body, you have to be productive, and that's it. That's the greatest routine you can ever have. So stay strong, keep working on yourselves, keep leveling up and improving as much as you can, and become the best versions of yourself.